Howdy, folks. I think I may actually have everything lined up today. We're going to see. Hope everybody can hear me. Want to see if I can get the live stream pulled up over here. I have a great show today. It does say I'm going live. All right. And there I am. So everything is working as it should. That is amazing. All right, I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. I'm gonna get up, and because I want to show you something. It's really cool. I'm gonna take this. Aren't they cute? I'm not cute, especially close up like that. That's terrible. I just thought you might enjoy that. That is literally about 7 feet from where I'm sitting. I have no idea why rabbits want to nest in our backyard, because we've got the 95-pound Labrador that is a bunny slayer. But this is like the third or fourth year that rabbits have nested in our backyard. So, I mean, we think they're cute, but you got to keep Sadie away from them or they won't be cute. So, fortunately, it seems like these three may actually make it. We'll find out. Since it's not warm enough to swim yet, we don't get out here a whole lot to do that. So we don't let Sadie out here a whole lot to do that. Her dog run is secluded from this part. Way more than you wanted to know about my personal stuff. But anyway, got a great show for you today. I actually got the idea for this pairing from the folks over at Holt's. I saw this on one of their posts on X. Welcome for those of you on X and those of you on YouTube as well. But they mentioned it as be a good pairing, and so I'm like, all right, well, I got to try this. I have a few reservists sitting around, and I still have a half a bottle of GlenDronach. So we are pairing GlenDronach original 12-year-old Highland Scotch single malt with Aroma de Cuba Reserva. We'll go ahead and peel the Reserva band off. I do love the Aroma de Cubas. They are some really great cigars. I do have a 5 fresh pack of assorted cigars. Their Le Aromas coming. So there may be some more Le Aromas pairings coming up. Just let you know that. And I also picked up, while I was at it, they had a special special deal on a fresh pack of San Cristobal's, another cigar I really like. So anyway, I think this is going to really be a great pairing. I think that this is going to be a really nice kind of a harmonious, duo. It's going to have some really rich flavors that are going to complement and enhance each other. I mean, we could go into the wild stuff like it's a journey of taste and perfect for a reflective evening, special occasion. Yeah, you can just hop out on the backyard and smoke one and have you a drink. That's the way we do it in Texas. We don't have the harmonious journeys of taste, Anyway, GlenDronach. It is a 12-year-old Highland single malt Scotch. Now, it is matured in Pedro Ximénez and Oloroso sherry casks from Spain, which is one of the things that really gives it the nice flavor that it has. It is 43% alcohol by volume, so 86 proof. As you can see, I have tested it a few times, so I do know how good it actually is. The history started in 1826. They are kind of renowned for their sherry cask maturation. And that really brings in kind of a deep and complex profile. Let's go ahead and get some glassed up. Looks like I'm going to be doing a good pairing. I can already smell the fruits coming off of it. Telling you. GlenDronach, I hadn't heard of it until here just within the last couple of years. But when I found it, I decided to try it. I'm like, I don't really know much about it. I'm going to give it a shot. I was like, oh, this stuff is good. As you can see, it has just a beautiful, beautiful kind of light coppery color. Some nice little light hints of red to it. And it's got a really great, complex kind of aroma. You get some of the, like warm spices. There's a little bit of dried fruitiness in there, like raisins or figs. You get some like toffee sweetness, a hint of maybe like an orange zest. And there's also a really nice oak in the aroma profile. As is typical with Highlands and Spacesides, there's basically no smoke or no peat to it. So, dude, I'm trying to work here. It is a really great smelling Scotch, and there's almost no alcohol burn in the nose. Just maybe a light hint, just so you know that it's the real deal. Now, on the palate. It's velvety and smooth. There's no harshness to it at all. I really think this would be a good Scotch for somebody that, number one, is not all that familiar with Scotch. But number two, people that are kind of averse to whiskey overall because they think of it as strong and harsh. And this is one of those that you can really kind of enjoy, and you can introduce someone to it that is really not familiar with whiskeys, maybe kind of stayed away from them, but they just keep being intrigued by it. And you can really hook them up with something like this. This would be really good. I get some really good notes of dark chocolate, something along the lines of like stewed plums, kind of that richness that comes out of, stewing something like that, but still kind of sweet. There's a little bit of cinnamon in the profile, and maybe just a hint of ginger. I don't do the pickled ginger very much when I eat sushi. I don't get to eat sushi all that often. Mrs. Sticks-n-Stonez, who was raised in Boston, doesn't like seafood. How can you be raised in Boston and not like seafood? I don't know. But anyway, so I don't get to eat sushi very often, even though my doctor says I need the LDLs. But you have that pickled ginger, not quite the pickled kind, as far as flavor, but just that kind of real light gingery kind of thing. I know that was a whole lot of the last thing that I mentioned, ginger, but I want you to understand. So, trying to do my best here. And on the finish, it's really kind of a medium finish, maybe even a little medium short, but it's very warming, and there's nothing overpowering in it. You get some really good notes of that sweet sherry and some kind of like toasted nuts, and then you just get this kind of whisper of oak on your palate and kind of in your nose at the same time. This is a really, really great Scotch, and I think it's probably underrated in regular circles, so. It is bold, but balanced with sweetness and spiciness at the same time. And they make an ideal companion for a really good, robust cigar, like the Aroma de Cuba Reserva. This is a full-bodied classic. It's handcrafted in Nicaragua. Um, this particular stick is the Maximo, which is kind of a Robusto extra or double Robusto or something along those lines. It's 5.5, but it's 54 on the ring gauge. Robusto is 5 by 50. So this is a little extra. You're getting a little extra girth in it. I'll just go on. It has a Nicaraguan filler and binder, and then it is cloaked in a beautiful, beautiful San Andres wrapper. I love the Mexican San Andres wrappers. They are my favorite wrapper, period. So it really should make for a absolutely wonderful smoking experience. Now, visually, as is usual, it is flawless construction. I mean, absolutely flawless. The seams are tight and basically invisible. It looks a lot like maybe a Snickers bar, kind of a darker chocolate brown. It's got a nice give to it. Minimal veining, and the veining that it has is barely visible. I don't see any real prominent veins at all. The only thing that I do see that is any kind of blemish is that little spot right there, and I'm not even sure you can pick it up on camera. Yeah, I can kind of see it. So anyway, on the nose, you just get this kind of rich, earthy, kind of barnyardy aroma off of it. Maybe some hints of leather and maybe just a hint of pepper. I love this. I do love this stick. I've smoked this stick several times. Not this particular one, but you know, you get the idea. Using my Cassetti multi-cutter, going to be V cutting like I normally do, trying to get it straight. That was actually a pretty good cut. It's a little cockeyed, but it works. So, and this does have a really nice double cap. The cold draw is not, it's not real bold and out there. You really kind of have to kind of search for it. There's some hints of like raisin, dried fruit kind of thing. There is some cocoa and some leather and maybe just a hint of black pepper. Really good cigar. It's a really good cigar. All right. And man, I'm doing good on time. Try to keep y'all under a half hour. If there's anybody out there. I hope you're out there. I hope you're watching. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that ticker get into the double digits. On the palate, there's a real kind of rich earthiness with some hints of dark chocolate and some espresso. Really like that. There's some roasted nuts. There's a little bit of a kind of a burst of spice, and there's also kind of a creamy texture to it at the same time. Just touching up that corner. I don't think I got it really good enough right there. Always want to make sure that I've done my job, so then I can say it's a cigar, didn't burn right. And there's some really nice hints of black pepper and kind of a nuttiness in the retrohale. And even just a hint, just enough of a bitter hint that you can tell it's there in like lemon zest in the retro. Yeah. All right. Let's see. And the finish on the cigar, it's really smooth. It doesn't hold on a long time. I don't really feel like I'm like reeking of cigar. But at the same time, it's got this nice, smooth, kind of lingering finish to it that's got some really good notes of like sweet cedar and then just a hint, kind of a subtle hint of pepper. So let's try them together. Wayfarer, your patio set is waiting. I guess I need to go ahead and get one ordered, don't I? If it's waiting. Oh. I love that. I love it. It's awesome. Doesn't mean anything. I just like it. I think it's cool. Oh yeah, you are watching Sticks-n-Stonez. You can get this shirt on Amazon. Go find the Sticks-n-Stonez store. STONES-N-STONEZ. Apparently there is a group, musical group. I don't even know if I call them a musical group, or they have a song and it's spelled the same way. Don't go to those guys. You see my ugly mug on the front of my store. So you can also catch the episodes on Amazon. You can go search in your Amazon store, your Amazon app, and you can find the podcast episodes, and they are absolutely free. It is a great deal. This cigar's intensity and this kind of nuanced sweetness just pairs beautifully with the sherry-driven characters of this scotch. Oh, love this scotch. I'm really going to have to. I was thinking about this last night or this morning. I haven't paired any of the Johnnie Walkers in a while. I've got the green label, the gold reserve, and I think they used to call it 18-year-old. I think it's platinum. I don't know. I've got 3 different bottles, and 2 of them are it's like gold and platinum. They're like the colors are almost identical. I love all 3 of them. The 15-year-old green label has been my favorite scotch for years. It's kind of been taken over by the Dalmore 12-year-old, even though the Johnnie Walker, the green label, is a 15-year-old. Still, it's a blended scotch. It's not a single malt. So, you have to be like uppity and have your finger in the air. And I don't drink blended scotch. I drink blended scotch. So, New Orleans, watching some documentary on Snowmageddon or something. I don't know. Basketball games don't come on until tonight. Otherwise, I'd be doing that right now, watching that and doing this. Anyway. And this stick is a great smoke producer, as you can see. Back to this documentary. There's just no way in hell you could get me to live in New Orleans. I mean, I think it'd be cool to be down near Bourbon Street and all that, but you're 15 feet below sea level. It's not going to end well for you. There is just, let me see if I can, let me channel my Rafael Nodal. There is a symphony of flavors going on in this pairing. When you sip and smoke these together, am I getting good? Uh, the GlenDronach and the Aroma de Cuba Reserva, they just create this like dynamic interplay with each other that I don't know. I mean, it's going back to Country Boy. It's really great. I have to, at least kind of act like I'm somewhat sophisticated, so maybe I can get people to watch this. You know, I'd love to be able to do what the burn down podcast guys are doing when they're dressed in their suits and their sport coats, or their sport coats and their ties, and they got their little smoking room and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm out on the patio. I'm not from the uppity part of the country. I'm from Texas. Uh-oh. I have a feeling the new puppy did something in the house. I could hear Mrs. Sticks-n-Stonez, her voice raising. You may have seen I've posted a few pictures of the newest addition to the family. He's a 12-week-old lab mix. Looks completely lab to me, except he doesn't have a square head and he's got a really slender body and really long legs. But looks he's completely blonde, black nose, lab ears. I keep trying to tell her I think he's dumb as a stump, but she just says it's because he's young. I'm like, well, okay, maybe. We'll see. But back to this. You've got the dried fruit components in the Scotch, and the toffee notes. They amplify kind of the chocolateness of the cigar and those little bit of nutty undertones, while the kind of earthy spice from the cigar enhances the whiskey. You've got the cinnamon and the ginger, kind of I don't want to lean too far away from the microphone. I don't like wearing the one that clips on and like does this. I need to get one of those like they have on Naked and Afraid that they wear around their neck. That way I don't have to worry about it, but I don't have that kind of money. Not yet. Y'all need to subscribe. Yeah, send some dinero. Then we'll get moved up in the world. And the sherry cask finishing on the spirit really does help kind of tame in the kind of peppery kick you get from the cigar. Is that is kind of one of the hallmarks of Nicaraguan tobacco. It's got a really good spicy kick to it. But this kind of helps enhance and ensure a good balance between the two. Man, really good. I still think I'm the only one watching. My problem is there's not a tremendous amount of cigar and whiskey people on. Oh, now we got somebody going to mow the yard. Yeah, we're going to have to wrap this up in about the next 6 minutes. I have a really large following over on Instagram, like, I don't know, 30,000 people. And, anytime I put anything over there, I do get quite a bit of activity. But I can't stream from OneStream to Instagram. So I can't live stream. I have to take the YouTube videos and do the funky little reel thing that they have you do over at Instagram. That's my only real problem with Instagram is it needs to be more like X in that capacity. It's like it's really hard to do any kind of video type stuff over on Instagram unless you're doing like little 15 or 20-second shorts. And I'm sorry, I cannot properly pair a cigar and a spirit in 30 seconds. Wow, hurricane. All right, but I won't keep y'all. We need to get this wrapped up. We got about 5 minutes left. The and kind of recap everything we've talked about. The GlenDronach 12's sherry sweetness complements the boldness of the Aroma de Cuba Reserva. Its earthy profile without overpowering it. Scotch is typically a kind of an earthier sweetness. I mean, earthier palate profiles, but you're kind of help blend these things together, and it makes it a really nice, smooth, and wonderful experience. They both share a really kind of deep flavor of sweet and spicy, slightly nutty, and it just creates a really cohesive and almost luxurious experience. Dude, you don't mean to be driving in water that deep. People out, yeah, don't drive in deep water. Not going to end well for you. Anyway, I think this duo is, I mean, it's ideal for those who really, dude, your taillights are underwater. You need to get the hell out of there. Sorry, it's hard for me to focus. No, people that appreciate like the intensity but with an elegance. This is not your backwood smokes. No. And you're really talking about kind of a celebration of craftsmanship. As I said, this stick was an impeccable. It had impeccable manufacturing and just really nice straight stacks of whitish gray ash that has a really nice burn line to it. There's a little bit of wave in it, but not much at all. I mean, for me, that's about as close as you can get to being straight. And I think whether you are a seasoned aficionado or whether you're just kind of curious and just trying to get into it, I think either one of these two together would really give you a sensory experience that you'd be like, yeah, I want to try a little more of this. So really, you just need to light it up, pour a dram, and let the flavors dance over your palate. I hope you was able to hear that really well. I keep forgetting to lean into the microphone. Overall, I would give these two together like a 9.2 out of 10. They're really great together. People may knock the GlenDronach as not, being famous enough, well known enough, whatever. But they all got to get there at some point, But this is it's a near perfect pairing with. I'll go ahead and pick the microphone up. Be easier that way. That deliver just some really good complementary notes of sherry sweetness and spice and some nutty notes. There's a slight edge in complexity. If you got a little bit better or a little bit higher complexity, a little more complex, I think you could elevate it a little further, make it even higher. But overall, this is an exceptional pairing for either the novices or the aficionados, either way. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I really enjoyed bringing it to you. Please hit like, subscribe, share, notify. Tell all your friends, tell all your coworkers, everybody. Tell all the folks at your cigar shop if that's what you're doing. Because I love having more viewers. And, I've really enjoyed doing this now for like 5 years. And I'm looking for 5 or 10 more. So, but until we get to be together again, make sure you keep your sticks dry, your stones cold. Have a great day.